Hello everyone, welcome back to Genshin Impact. Thank you so much for joining me today. After the last episode, I finally got the headache of those crazy puzzles that I was trying to do. Get the pictures taken, solve that puzzle. It was a real headache. I split that up. That was a couple of recording sessions, but I split that up into 2 episodes. But we can finally carry on with the Raiden Shogun story quest. Let's do it.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
It's the Shogun! What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite sudden.
I appear to have frightened the people.
So they're probably just like shocked to see you.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Seems like a bit of an overreaction. Doesn't the Shogun normally patrol these parts?
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to relax.
Everybody has need of recreation.
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make a more low-profile return later?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, eh?
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either?
Visions of Zhongli there, I think.
Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
They're all frozen in place.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
Look at them all. It's a bit freaky, actually.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Wasn't this the Mondstadt food store? Can't remember now. It's just street food, but I can't remember if was it one that specialised in Mondstadt stuff or maybe Leeway. I can't remember.
Shogun, excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kind of like the odd one out.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Ah, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
Oh dear, they're all terrified of her.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
Why do I feel like she's different than I expected? Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
A chance combination. Hmm, interesting. May I try this drink?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
Drink it slowly, apparently.
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
That sounds quite strange.
It's a little bit like porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial. Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this Dongo milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination, even though everyone who's tried it before rates it highly. I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just have the Yashiro Commission order a few hundred cups and go door-to-door delivering them.
No, almighty Shogun.
It's quite extreme.
That's too much.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on Dongo milk.
So you like sweet things?
Of course. I've heard that most humans like desserts, so it's not unusual that I should enjoy them too. Miko agrees with me on this. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time.
Yeah, I'd say so.
By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell some sort of light novels. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself. Can you take me there?
Sure, let's go and have a look.
Alright. Yeah, we'll do that. That is in this direction. We can do some light novel reading. Actually, how far away is it? No, we're almost there. Take a little shortcut. There it is.
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Yai Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
She just wants to browse your books.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
Can you imagine how strange that would be to people?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Yai Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all kinds of strange. I'm not sure we have anything quite to the Almighty Shogun's taste.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Don't be nervous. The Almighty Shogun just wants to have a look.
Well... Okay then. Please proceed to the bookshelf over there. It has all the latest bestsellers. There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I have just finished compiling them into a saleable form. Don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
Okay. Let's go then. Huh. How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material? I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations? Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilichurl is that I only need to eat sunsettias to become stronger.
Okay, I'll give her that one. That's a bit strange.
It's so long. Is it true that hilichurls grow stronger from eating sunsettias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device.
It's imaginary. It's whatever the author wants it to be.
So it's made up? What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable? Also, I'm fairly certain that hilichurls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting hilichurl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now.
Too modern, I guess. Fads have no place in eternity.
How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very entertaining.
All right, leave it to us. We'll be back in a jiffy. This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against.
Okay, let's have a look then. A Liyue martial arts story. That sounds like it could be fun. Life made me a fighter and I just want to be a writer. The book is a martial arts story set in Liyue, focusing on fighting between different gangs. The protagonist aspires only to become a humble novelist, but gets caught up in the world of gang strife because of an unparalleled martial arts ability. The selling point of the story is that the protagonist never joins any faction, but is consistently assumed to be the reclusive master of one faction or another. Martial arts pros who see the protagonist as their enemy are always making a scene. The protagonist is stuck in the middle of all this, all while clinging tight to the dream of becoming a novelist.
What a strange person. Why would someone want to be a novelist that badly?
I don't know, that sounds like quite a fun story.
Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world.
Yeah, it's all about the journey. The protagonist has an admirable will.
You do have a point. And a character so determined to follow their ambition is likely to appeal to A, right?
Maybe. What are the other ones though? A daily life romance story. The chaotic epic that is the tale of my youthful love life. This book is about the love stories between a very mediocre man and 7 beautiful women, of course it is. It is a chronological account of the protagonist's daily life featuring many amusing anecdotes. The writing is solid, the prose is elegant, and the author brilliantly brings out the unique charm of each character in the story. But the story stops at a crucial moment when the main character's childhood sweetheart is just about to confess their love to him.
The suspense is killing Paimon! Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood.
I hope she finds happiness. I hope the writer gave her a happy ending.
Right! Yeah, it's just a novel. But please let the author have a heart, please! The plot is really gripping. But would A really understand this kind of mortal romance?
I don't know. Everyone understands romance to a certain degree, right? Reincarnation adventure story. Shogun Almighty, reborn as Raiden with unlimited power. In this book, the protagonist is struck by lightning beneath a thunder sakura and wakes up to discover that he has become the Raiden Shogun. Prior to this event, the protagonist is a nobody who gets bullied by everyone, but after becoming the Raiden Shogun, he acquires unlimited power. The appeal of this one probably lies in the euphoria of going from powerlessness to omnipotence, and in the protagonist's inner journey to finally breaking free from their low self-esteem. But it's hard to see how the story will develop after the protagonist literally becomes the Raiden Shogun.
With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about letting A look around. Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might give the author
But it doesn't paint the Shogun in a bad light. I think it's quite original.
Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this Paimon would never do, Paimon would feel really uncomfortable.
Okay, fair enough.
That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
Everything is going smoothly.
Alright. There she is. How do we explain these to her?
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories.
We'll start with the martial arts story. That was the one that Paimon seemed to think that would be the best one. You relate the story of life movie fighter who just wants to be a writer to I.
Goodness.
A, rather.
Are people in Liyue really so complex these days? Even though the protagonist refuses to acknowledge his innate talents, he has a rare dedication to justice. Where is he now? Does he have plans to visit Inazuma? If so, I will instruct one of the commissioners to bring him to me on his arrival. I would very much like to spar with him.
Oh, does she not understand the concept of fiction?
He's a fictional character. He doesn't exist. What about the antagonist, though? Don't you have any thoughts about their part in the story?
The antagonists? You mean all the people who behaved foolishly? What can I say? They're bad people, and they all got what they deserved. End of story.
Oh, she doesn't seem to have much nuance here, does she?
A doesn't seem interested in the supporting characters at all. So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we picked?
Oh, we don't get to see the other ones?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent in terms of the effects of time upon Inazuma. Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plane of Euthymia, there was no Yae publishing house, and certainly no stories of this kind. In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. A nation that, in theory, should remain entirely unchanged over time. But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time.
It's human nature to seek change. Change is inevitable.
I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of Euthymia. But the truth is right here in front of my eyes, and I can't deny it.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change, but I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me.
Oh, don't mention it. We're just out here to have some fun.
This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time to come.
Well, why don't we take a photo?
Ooh, great idea! A's had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Take a photo? Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words that makes absolutely no sense to me.
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we mean.
Okay. Press complete. We've done that little bit. So go to the best spot to take a picture. Right, well, it's up this way.
So, what are we supposed to be doing?
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do is stand over there and strike a pose. Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time, so it makes a great souvenir.
Okay, so what exactly is striking a pose?
The photo is a visual representation.
Ah, I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of visually agreeable action in front of you, right?
Sure.
The more I think about it, the more embarrassing it seems.
Depends what you could oppose.
How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming naturally to me at all.
What do you want to go for? Graceful and dignified, stern and serious, or relaxed and casual? She could probably do stern and serious really well, but that might not be the best representation for a photo. Relaxed and casual? I don't know whether can she even do that. What about graceful and dignified? I'm pretty sure that would come naturally to her, and I'm sure that would look quite good in a photo.
Okay, I'll try that.
Is that it? Or can we go for another one? Well, let's see what her poses
All right.
are.
Well, I'll leave the decision to you.
Okay, what's relaxed and casual?
How about this? This feels quite natural.
Okay, let's go through them.
Well, I'll leave the decision to you.
What about stern and
This doesn't
serious?
feel very... me. Is this okay?
That looks pretty cool, but no, I like
Alright.
the other one.
Well, I'll leave the decision
Yeah,
to you.
graceful and dignified. I think
Okay.
it's good.
I'll try that.
Yeah, that's definitely the best one.
Okay, let's get started.
That's cool that we could actually go through them all. It's not massive differences between them all, but
Let's pick a good angle to record this moment from.
pick a good spot. Oh, okay. Just move over to here. Start taking photos. Camera's been adjusted to the correct angle. Okay. I can move it around. Let's get that mountain in the background. Looks pretty good. So it'd be good to pull back a little bit to kind of get her feet in shot. Oh well, we've got the one chance.
It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the photo we took of you.
Wow. This is astonishing. Is it some kind of magic? It seems to be another copy of me. But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk.
It's just a record, it's not the real you.
I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. But it actually looks more natural than I imagined. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
I mean, you created a working puppet of yourself. I'm pretty sure you'd be able to do a photo.
That's what makes it so special.
I don't know. That's quite a common thing in a lot of like fantasy games. You have certain things which are like beyond our comprehension, which are commonplace, but things that we find commonplace in the real world seem to be beyond. Just beyond things. I remember there was a fantasy film. It was a terrible film. I can't remember what it was called. Like probably from the 80s or something like that. And there was like this witch you could like teleport across space and time. Well, not maybe time, but could teleport across the land and do all these magic spells and things. And someone got shot by an arrow, and she was like, "No, that's beyond my power to heal." It's like, I'm pretty sure some things like fairly simple like that you should be able to do, but these other things, it's crazy. Anyway, let's carry
Hang
on.
on. I'm still struggling to understand this. I need you to explain it again. So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me? If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me? And if she is me, then who am I?
Oh God.
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Traveler.
That's a little bit like you and the Shogun. It's just a picture. It's like a painting, but done differently. That's all you need to say.
Hey,
It's
that's
like a
right.
painting.
Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into anybody else's hands.
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that.
So your existence isn't singular.
My existence? I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me. But I can exist in many different forms. It's not important what form I exist in. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence. The question of whether or not she is me is not determined by any of her components.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constantly changing my form of existence. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging?
Inazuma will always be Inazuma. Human beings will always be human.
Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from beyond my existing sphere of knowledge. You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding of things. Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one I remember. But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today is no longer Inazuma.
Right.
Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent God were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened. Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tightly.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out. And that means that we've done a really great job as her guides.
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so noisy down there? Oh, that sounded like Ippei. What could be the matter?
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Yep, let's find out what's going on.
Right. That was a very complicated way of explaining what a photo was, I must say. Well, what is going on then? Oh, there he is, Ippei.
Hey, Ippei, what's the matter?
Ah, it's you. Huh? The almighty Shogun. You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry, he's not here at the moment. But if it pleases you, I will gladly deliver a message on your behalf.
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling out, so we came to see what was going on.
Are you looking for your master?
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations, and I'm starting to get worried. In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he just found somewhere he likes and lost track of time. But for some reason, today, I'm particularly nervous.
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan, I presume.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home, Master Kamaji is currently serving as representative of the Kujo clan.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryou Commission at present. Does this have anything to do with Kujo Kamaji?
Forgive us, almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its duty. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryou Commission is in decline. Plus you have yet to issue a verdict on the Commission's future. So, Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan with a view of having them take over.
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters, right? Why are you looking for them here?
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. I'm a little confused as to why, to be honest, but I didn't feel it was my place to question the higher-ups. The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the Takatsukasa clan have some kind of base there.
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been faithfully serving the Kujo clan all these years?
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had a lot of ground to cover, but still, there's no way it should have gone on this long. I've searched all over the city. If he really hasn't returned yet, then...
Maybe something's happened.
Yeah, I thought of that possibility too. But someone of my rank can't just go venturing into Takatsukasa clan territory like that.
Oh, we can go check things out for you.
No, no need. I'm probably just overthinking things. Besides, if they're still at it, they'll only blame me for interrupting the negotiations. I'm only a lowly servant. But Master Kamaji and I grew up together. It'd be terrible if anything ever happened to him. I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have done something about it.
What do you think, Almighty Shogun?
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to interrupt the negotiations.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision. This issue started with me, and I shall be the one to finish it.
Well, that's commitment right there. Awesome stuff.
Thank you so much, Shogun. I'll keep looking around in the meantime, too. Let me mark out the location of the base for you. I hope everything goes smoothly.
Alright, let's go and check out this space then. That's way over here. How high up do we have to go? Not too far. I think we can go up this way. Follow the pathway. Should lead around, right? Oh, knuckleweed, take that. Okay, we are here somewhere. Quest area reached. Well, that looks like it, doesn't it? Hidden mountain base. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Following the intelligence you got from Ippei, you discover the Tosanaka clan's hidden base. Tenryo commissions in a precarious state, and Kuju Kamajai has not returned. You do not yet know what has happened in this place. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, we'll just go with our regular team. Don't know what we're going to be facing.
Whoa! Look at how well hidden this place is.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains.
Yeah, maybe to evade detection.
I feel something that doesn't belong here. I sense danger.
Okay.
We should proceed with caution. The Kujo clan descendant may well be in trouble.
Oh, I get to be his Raiden.
There is no escape!
Let's see how well they built her, and how strong she is. Just slam her away. Oh, there's a bunch more of them. Right.
Why are they roaming here? This is a Tenryo commission base.
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way.
One down.
Illusion shattered!
Just want to try and have a go at playing with Raiden. Oh, we won't use a burst just yet, because... Oh, okay, now we'll use it.
Now you shall perish!
Oh, look how much damage that did! Oh, that was beautiful.
No escape.
Haha! Oh, beautiful. Oh, actually, yeah, I was just watching something about the next banner that's coming up. And, oh, God, I don't know what to do. Well, that's nice. There are so many... I want all of them that are coming up. We've got Raiden's coming on the next banner. And Yomiya is running again. I would love some consolations for her. Right, let's do some more stuff here. There we go. That did it. And there's a bunch of them here. Right, let's get down to business. Do this. I actually wanted to do this. There we go. Super contact. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's almost a one shot on all of them. That was incredible. Tell you what, let's do this. Yeah, so what? Yeah, so we've got Yomiya and Raiden on the second half of the banner, I think. And then the first half was Navia, who I don't know. That's like a new character, right? So I don't really know much about her. And Ayaka, who I've been wanting since we got to play with her. You know, we did briefly try her out, and I really liked her. So there's no way I'm going to get all of them because I'm not going to be able to do it. But I need to pick and choose exactly who I want. I probably won't go for the constellations of Yomi, even though I would love them. Because I think probably the other characters would be more valuable.
Gotcha.
Because chances are I'm not going to get any more than one, if I was to even get one at all. I think Yomiya's Constellation 2 is the one that actually I like the sound of. The first one doesn't seem to be necessarily that great. Right, let's put him down, come on. So, there's more of them. Well, in that case, let's go here,
Things are about to get
here. Oh, come on. Okay, here we go.
Now you shall perish.
Cool, that's how to do it. They've obviously got it built really well. This way. Yeah, so who do you think I should go for in the next banner?
Illusion shattered.
I'm thinking... Oh, he's gone. Did that work? Did that kill him, or is it going to respawn back up here? Yeah, that was good enough, I think. I'm not missing out on any chests or anything, am I? Okay. We've got two of these guys, so let's go with shield.
Can't handle your drink.
There we go. Do that again.
A festive replace.
Let's light it up. I'm going in.
Can't see a thing what's going on here. Oh, here we go. This'll do.
Torn to oblivion.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's really making me want Raiden Shogun. Although you know, obviously she's going to be built up really powerfully in the trial. When if I was to get her, I would not be this powerful. But still, it's just a lot of fun so far. Right, what is going on here?
It's Kujo Kamaji. But who's he with?
Almighty Shogun! Shogun, what are you?
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is going on here.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryou Commission recently. Really, it's nothing worth the almighty Shogun worrying about.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin and Kairagi to keep guard?
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately. It was just out of security considerations, that's all.
Silence. Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your turn.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent misconduct.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast all along and fought back against the crisis. These are all falsehoods.
Says who? Why, you two-faced... You're going back on everything you said.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good, so they'll be first in line to replace the Kujo clan. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it under duress?
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating here. You've completely changed your tune.
I believe I now understand the situation.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word they say can be trusted.
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan, you wish to become the new Tenryou commissioner. Do I understand this correctly?
Well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the Tenryou Commission to offer our lives in service of the almighty Shogun.
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryou commissioner. The process is quite simple. Anyone who can beat me in a duel becomes the new commissioner.
Sorry, a duel with the almighty Shogun?
The first Tenryou commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down within the Kujo clan ever since.
Well, that's probably a bad way of choosing a commissioner, really. Just because you're good with the blade doesn't mean you can be good in command.
If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must first be a new duel. Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your advanced age and declining physical condition?
Oh, sick burn.
Here you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too afraid to face my blade.
Well...
Well, never mind. What about one of you, then? Anyone who can defeat me, Takatsukasa or not, will be appointed the new Tenryou commissioner. Does not a single person dare to face me?
I will challenge you, almighty Shogun.
What?
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against me, it cannot atone for the wrongs committed under the Kujo name.
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father made ought to spell the end of the Kujo clan's legacy in the Tenryou Commission. Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions. I knew that what I was doing was wrong. But that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I understood the situation perfectly well, but I took no action, and I didn't save a single person. I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds. I can't even say that I failed to prevent it, because in order to fail, you have to have at least tried.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength, there is nothing you could have done, even if you had tried.
Yes. I'm too weak. My father ignores me. My elder brother can't help me. And I even need Ippei to set me straight at times. It's the way it's always been. But if nothing else, then right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, it is I who represent the clan, like my father before me. His duties are now mine to perform. Just as the Shogun said, a forefather of mine once showed his will with his sword. Then please, let me, Kujo Kamaji, end the story of the Kujo clan in the same way that it began. This is my last chance to do something.
This is patently meaningless, but I accept. Come forward.
It's brave. Brave man.
The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn, almighty Shogun.
She could at least go easy on him, don't you think? He's definitely got the will, if not the ability.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, it is your responsibility to take care of him. You may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small matter such as this.
Yes, of course. I apologize. I'm sorry. So sorry.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the role of Tenryou Commissioner is indeed a matter of great urgency. However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's punishment for the time being. In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the Kujo clan as before.
As you instruct, so it shall be done. We would not dare question the almighty Shogun's will.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment, you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will show no mercy.
Understood. Thank you, almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and mercy.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There's something I want to talk about with you.
Nice. Okay. That looks like a very nice chest. We'll take it. I think that was everything in here, right? Yeah? Okay, let's leave. I think then the conversation with the Raiden Shogun will have to wait for the next episode. I think we've run out of time for today. So I'll say thank you so much for watching. Do let me know what you're thinking about this quest down in the comment section. I do enjoy reading your comments. Do try to reply to them all as well. So yeah, we'll carry on with this one next time out. And I know that there's a part 2 to Raiden Shogun's quest, and that the Zhongli quest has been highly recommended as well. So we'll get to all these very, very soon as well. But for now, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.